You have probably seen the ultra-glamorous photos of Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party all over the internet. This just went down. Well, the James Bond-themed bash was held at Jeff Bezos' and Lauren Sanchez's $165 million Beverly Hills mansion. It drew A-list guests like Oprah, Beyonce, Mariah Carey, Justin Bieber, and the list goes on and on and on. And a lot of these stars, though, they are taking a bit of heat for going to this party because I guess some people say this is an over-the-top display of wealth. Maybe a little tone deaf in America right now. So, question is, Colin, are you judging the celebs who went to the party?
Well, I mean, I turned down the invitation. You know, it's a fine line, because if you have money, you should be allowed to spend it however you want. But it is a time that it is a little tone deaf. If it was that party, but still a portion of money went to
charity.
people and charities, so that there was, yes, we're having fun, but we're also...
this altruistic element almost.
Yeah, try that, rich people.
Yeah.
It just seems that it just divides the country a little more and the classes a little more.
Yeah, it feels out of touch. Yeah, I was judging a little bit. Like, it feels very Great Gatsby, like sort of like a display of excess at this time, as you're saying, of great wealth. And it's almost as if a lot of the celebrities knew that this was going to be potentially not great for their image, because I don't know if you saw, like, Adele was there, and she basically, the picture of her was like this.
Wow.
And then there's rumors now, people had noticed that Kim Kardashian had put a bunch of photos up, and there was a photo in there of Meghan Markle and with Harry in the background, and somehow it's gone away.
Oh,
so we don't know who asked for it to be removed or if she removed it, but I think some people are getting some heat, and I understand why. What do you think?
See, well, I understand why, but for the wrong reasons, not for the nice reasons that you two are talking about. Just because, like, seeing someone like Beyonce and Harry and Meghan at Kris's birthday party, it's like seeing the Pope at Coachella. Like, it's just like, there's just a disconnect, and I can't make it make sense. But I'm not judging them in a sense, because I would go. I didn't get an invite, but I would go. It would be like this anthropological sort of assignment. You've got this ecosystem of billionaires, celebrities, reality TV stars just in the wild. I would just want to watch them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And maybe someone, that's why Beyonce, Harry, and Meghan, like, it's like, well, you don't need to watch them like it's a school assignment. You kind of live it, you know it. But some, you know, it's like, why would you go?
I think here's the thing. I think two things come to mind. Rich people have always loved to have these parties and be around other rich people since the beginning of time, but there just wasn't always social media for us to see it.
Right.
So we're witnessing it. It's almost like we were at the party, but rich people have always done this. Marie Antoinette, if there was social media in France...
Her head would have got cut off a
It
lot
sure
earlier.
would. My point is, the rich people have always been doing this. But the other part about, like, why does a Beyonce have to be there for Kris Jenner? Because it feels like the natural order of Hollywood is off if Beyonce and Jay-Z are there for Kris Jenner. But this reminds me that rich people always want to be famous, and famous people always want to be rich. And do you know that Kris Jenner and the Kardashian clan, and hooking up with the Bezoses, with Lauren now, this is a perfect marriage of Hollywood. I also did not get an invite, but if I had, I would have also gone. It is anthropological. This is wealth that we could never even imagine.
But they didn't allow cell phones at the party.
No.
There were no cell phones.
For us to watch.
But isn't it like the apex of everything that is wrong with America right now?
Yes.
Like, this is where I do think that, like, if for as much as I agree, like, if I got an invite, it would be like, oh, well, I kind of want to just see there. Like, I think anyone would be curious about what something like that is like.
I would love to get an invite just to say, I just wanted to see what was happening.
That's right. I wanted to taste. I just wanted to taste some of the food.
Yeah.
The food that was probably not being eaten by half those people. But anyway, that's another story. But I do feel like there's this aspiration in America that anyone can become a billionaire. And I guess there's the argument being made increasingly, should we even have, is it ethical to be a billionaire in today's world? And if we're holding this up as something that's kind of aspirational, then we've got kind of this eternal problem where the billionaires are causing half of the, if not more, of the problems on this earth right now. So we need to square up this idea of like,
we
look,
have to square that up, but we also have to square up something that happens even in elementary school and high school. There's always the cliques, and this just happens to be the clan of the cool kids.
Oh, but are they cool?
No,
I don't know.
I'm not
so
saying that they are for me.
depressing.
No, I'm not saying this for me. Put yourself, if you are a B-list or a C-list celebrity in Hollywood and you didn't get an invite, you're going to be like, oh, one day I'm going to become friends with them and I'm going to ascend. That happens in high school.
You raise an interesting point. I'm interested in people who didn't go, not necessarily who didn't get an invite, but like Taylor Swift wasn't there, as far as I know. Like, did she choose not to go, or
Well,
did she?
we're gonna have to wait to
Anyways,
find out.
that's a whole.
We're
other
going to move
story.
on to something.